Okay, after sketch, translation, and words meaning, let me tell you about the grammatical structures which can be found inside the sentences of the text. So let's discuss it. Now you see, we have the first word, I fast. Fast. What is fast? Basically, this word tells us about mat. First met. So met, as you know, this is verb. This is a verb. And any word which tells us about verb, so we call it adverb. This is adverb. Basically, first in parts of speech, first can be used as an adjective. For example, we say this is my first visit. This is my first visit. So first tells us about the word visit. So visit is a noun, and first is an adjective because it modifies, it tells us about the word visit. Okay, then we have the next word, my. Now you see, this word my tells us about youthful. Okay, my youthful days. My days are youthful. Youthful and my both are adjectives. We call it adjective because these both words tell us about days, and days is noun. Days is a noun. So youthful days, youthful tells us about days. So youthful is an adjective because it tells us about the noun days. And now my days, my youthful. So my is also an adjective, and my is possessive adjective. It shows possession. मलकियत को जाहिर करते हैं. My pen. Okay, my pen, my bag, my bed. So my is used for possession. ये क्या मलकियत को शो कर रहा है. So my is possessive adjective, and mine is possessive pronoun. Mine is possessive pronoun, and my is possessive adjective. Now you see, we have the next in the holy month. Now you see, holy tells us about month, and month is a noun. So holy is an adjective because month is noun. So any word which tells us about noun, so that is adjective. So holy is also an adjective. Now the next word we have when. You see, when is basically what we call, this is an adverb. Now when do you get up? For example, we have a sentence, when do you get up? So when is an adverb, but here it asks a question. So we call it an interrogative adverb. But you see here, it does not ask any question. So here when, it just combining two clauses to some extent. So we call it a relative adverb. We call it relative adverb. It works as a conjunction as well. Understand? Because it is not asking a question, rather it combines two clauses, so we call it relative adverb. Now you see the next word, we have his. His also tells us about the word shop, and shop is a noun. So any word which tells us about noun, so as usual it is known as an adjective. Now we have for ordering. Now you see this ordering here, it is a combination of verb plus ing. Verb plus ing. For example, we say I am ordering. For example, we say I am ordering a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes. Now you see here, ordering is working as a main verb. This is main verb, and am is helping verb because it helps this main verb. So here this ordering is working as a verb. But remember, here in this sentence it is not preceded by any helping verb. इससे पहले देखो कोई helping verb नहीं है. Is, am, are वगैरह इससे आगे नहीं है. So this ordering is working as a gerund. हम इसको कहते हैं gerund. When verb plus ing is working as a noun, we call it gerund. For example, we have say smoking is injurious to health. So smoking जो है वहाँ पे क्या है, as a noun काम करे. Smoke plus ing, smoking. So it is not a verb, it is a noun, and we call it gerund. We call it, for example, you say swimming is a good exercise. So swimming is a gerund because it works as a noun. So here you see for ordering is basically working as a noun. and we call it a gerund. We call it gerund. A pair of new shoes. Now you see, we have new. New tells us about the word shoes, and shoes is noun. Shoes is a noun. So new is also an adjective, because it tells us about the word shoes, and shoes is a noun. So once again we have this another adjective which is new. Now you see, we have the next word, coming. Now you see, first of all, this one, ordering, as we have discussed it, ordering is basically working as a noun. Over here is gerund. Understand? But here you see, this coming tells us about Eid. Coming Eid, aane wala Eid. So coming is working as an adjective. It is working as an adjective, though it is made of verb plus ing, but it is not working as a noun. It is not working as a verb. Rather, it works as an adjective. So this coming is adjective. We call it present participle. We call it present participle. So present participle is working as an adjective in this phrase coming Eid, because it modifies, it tells us about the word Eid, and Eid is noun. Clear? Now the next word, we have his shop. Once again, this his tells us about shop, and shop is a noun. So his, once again, like my, like his. Once again we have this another his over here. So his is a possessive adjective, क्योंकि मलकियत शो कर रहे हैं, और मलकियत को क्या कहते हैं? Possession. Possession means मलकियत. So we call it possessive adjective. So this is, once again we have another adjective, that is his. Now you see, we have small, busy. Street is noun. Street is noun. So this small street. So small tells us about the noun street. So this is adjective. Now busy. Busy is also a word which modifies, which tells us about this noun street. So this busy is also adjective. So these both words tell us about the noun street. So both of them are adjectives. Of Kisahwani Bazaar. Now you see, bazaar is noun. Now Kisahwani is basically a proper noun. This is a proper noun, is a noun. But here it modifies, it tells us about this bazaar. Which one bazaar? Kisahwani Bazaar. So this is what we call, this works as an adjective. This works as an adjective. We call it proper adjective. We call it proper adjective because it is made of proper noun. So we call it proper adjective. For example, we have another example like Pakistani scholars, Pakistani poets. So Pakistani is made of the proper noun Pakistan. So Pakistani becomes an adjective. So if as it is made of a proper noun, we call it proper adjective. So Pakistani. French perfume, French, it is made of the proper noun France. So French is an adjective, and it is a proper adjective because it is made of proper noun. So we call it proper adjective. So Kisahwani Bazaar. Kisahwani here works as an adjective, though it is a noun, it is a proper noun. Now see, the next we have a monstrous size. Monstrous size, black. Monstrous means bada, big. So definitely big कोई चीज़ तो होगा ना जिसको हम big क्या है? पिशावरी चप्पल की बात हो रही कि बहुत बड़ा था. So big, monstrous is also an adjective because it modifies the word पिशावरी चप्पल. Then but here it tells us about size. Size is noun. Size is a noun. So monstrous size is noun. So monstrous tells us about size, which is noun. So monstrous is an adjective. Then black tells us about Peshawari chappal. So black is also an adjective because it tells us about the word Peshawari chappal. Understand? So Peshawari chappal is a phrase, that is a noun phrase. So this word black tells us about Peshawari chappal. So that is, black is adjective and Peshawari chappal combinedly we call it noun phrase. But in this, Peshawari is working as an adjective. Peshawari is an adjective. As I told you earlier, for example, French perfume, Peshawari chappal. Peshawari chappal, French perfume. Understand? writers. So Pakistani, Peshawari, Afghani. So these are words which are working as an adjective, and we call them proper adjectives. So Peshawari is also proper adjective because it is made of the noun Peshawar, which is a proper noun. So this is proper adjective. Then we have overhung on the faint color. Faint, you see, faint is also adjective because it tells us about faint colored. Faint colored, wooden. So colored is also adjective. Faint is adjective. Madam rang. So madam tells us about rang. So rang is noun. So madam is in itself is an adjective. एक सिफत है, इसमें सिफत है क्योंकि हम कहें कि मदम रंग. So madam, this is adjective, and colored also working as adjective. Color is an adjective. Color is basically noun, but here it is used in past participle, third form of verb. Colored. So third form. So this is working as an adjective. Wooden, लकड़ी का बना हुआ. Wooden. Okay, these three words, faint, color, wooden, door, it tells us about the noun door. So these three words, faint, color, wooden is also an adjective. Wooden is also an adjective. These three words modify the noun door. So these three words are what? Adjectives which modify the noun door. Now the next word we have his shop. Once again we have his. His tells us about shop, and shop is a noun. So his is possessive adjective. We have discussed it previously. Now the inside of the shop was quiet and serene. So quiet means khamosh, serene means pursakun. So these two words, quiet and serene, tells us about the shop, and shop is noun. ये हमें किसके बारे में बता रही? दुकान के बारे में, कि क्या उसमें वो खामोश था, उसका जो माहौल था, उसका जो अंदरूनी हिस्सा था, वो क्या था? वो खामोश था. एंड सीरीन और पुरसकून था. सो बोथ क्वाइट एंड सीरीन, these are the words which tells us about the interior or inside of the shop. So we call it what? These are also adjectives. This is adjective, this is also adjective. As that of sacred, holy. Sacred, once again, sacred and holy both tell us about the word place. So place is noun. So these both words, sacred and holy, it modify the noun place. So that is why sacred and holy both are adjectives. This is adjective and holy is also adjective. Clear? Because these both words modify the word place, which is noun. Now you see we have some old. So some, old, wooden, three words. This is tools. So these three words, some, chand, old, purana, wooden, lakdi ka bana hua, tools. Tool is noun. So these three words modify this only word tools, which is a noun. So some is also adjective, this is adjective of number. Old is also adjective, this is adjective of quality. Wooden is also adjective, this is adjective of quality. So these three words modify one word, tools. So these three words are working as adjectives in this phrase or in this sentence. And in the window, some pair. Once again we have some pairs. So pair is noun and some is working as adjective. This is once again we have adjective of number. Which were visible. Now you see visible is also adjective because it refers to pair of shoes. So shoes is noun, pair of shoes is noun. The word shoes is noun, so that is why visible tells about this noun shoes. So visible is also adjective. A big is also adjective. Big, smooth is adjective. Square is adjective. Understand? Shaped, stone, this adjective, and stone noun. I mean to say big, smooth, square, shape. These are the words which tell us about noun stone. So these four words, big, smooth, square, shaped, These are the words which modify this only word stone, which is a noun. So these three are what? This big is adjective, smooth is adjective, square is adjective, shape adjective. A heavy wooden, once again you see heavy wooden, mallet is noun. Now you see these two words, heavy wooden, tell us about the word mallet. So these both are adjective. These both are adjective. Now you see we have three. 3 is also adjective because 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 is adjective because it tells us about animal, 3-legged. So legged, this is also adjective because it tells us about the word animal. Animal is a noun. And 3 is also tells us about this animal sandan जो है इसके बारे में बता रहे. So these two are also adjectives. I hope that you have understood mostly the adjective inside the text and some other parts of speech. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.